Hey everyone, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we look at episode 3 of Berserk 2016. Now, real fast, I know a lot of people were talking about this episode being a filler episode and, meant to be kind of a standalone episode from the rest of the series because, the guy even talked about, I always forget the guy's name now when I'm trying to think of it, but the main creator of Berserk actually talked about how he actually did the story for this. It's all an original work, and a lot of people were saying, oh, that's just going to be a filler episode. Now, I'm going to say this right now. It was in many ways a filler episode, but at the same time, it helps with the continuity of the show and also helps with kind of speeding up some processes that do happen in the manga. I know people are always pissed off about the whole speed up process and, this and that they're ripping out of the manga, kind of just speeding things along. But guess what? It's bound to happen with a story that I know they're trying to get to a certain part of the story from the manga faster so they could have, like, I guess, any chance of maybe ending this anime series in general. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, guys and girls, I'm not gonna have that many images to show you guys. Honestly, just because there was a lot of, I want to say nudity. I'm putting air quotes around. You can't see it, but there's a lot of nudity per se, and a lot of very sexual moments and a lot of violence. I think in several parts of this episode. So do not expect a lot of the imagery from it. I'm just having images that I could talk over for the most part. But also, I'll tell you right now, and I'm not showing the picture of it, but they brought back the rape horse. If everyone was wondering about that and was like, oh my god, where's the, they're not going to have that scene at all. They brought it back, sort of. It wasn't very well animated, I won't lie. That's probably one of the worst part of Berserk I've seen so far, but they brought it back to those who really wanted that thing in there for some reason. I don't know why the hell you'd want that in so bad, but well, I guess for the continuity of the manga, I guess that makes sense. But anyways, let's talk about what happened in this episode. So for the most part, we had it starting off directly from last week's episode, where we have Guts with Farnese. They're running away. They're trying to get away from all the demons and stuff like that. Also, at the same time, trying to create distance between them and the camp. They're attacked by several dozen ghost-type spirits and are then forced to kind of just have to keep fighting off until they get to this manor, which apparently was Guts' actual main goal, is this giant manor that you can see looming in the distance. Now, it's here that several dozen scenes happen. Namely, they have to run inside when they are attacked by a non-stop swarm of ghost hound creatures that are possessed by demons and stuff like that. And they are lucky enough to get inside. Well, maybe unlucky enough because of all the crap they have to deal with inside. This is a creepy manor. We don't really per se learn a lot about it. We learn just the basic minimum stuff of it, that apparently it was owned by a wealthy family, and the wealthy family also had this very like troll looking I guess groundskeeper, and this groundskeeper was treated like dirt from them. Only one of them treated them nice, but he was also a kind of demonic little groundskeeper. I'll say that right now. He actually went and started eating people, and he was kind of psycho like that, and he actually ended up killing the whole family, eating them, even eating the daughter, like half of her at least, and actually put her on a wall. He was really creepy. But apparently he's also one of the apostles, which I think that is true to a point from the manga. Guys and girls, correct me in the comments below. I forgot all the apostles because there's a ton of them that show up in the Berserk manga. So I do apologize if I get that wrong. I've read the manga a lot. Doesn't mean I remember every little detail of it. I'm not a expert of every manga out there anyways, but I think he was definitely one of the apostles. So I'm not saying that they really went too far out of the range of what he was, but at least they might have also made a original apostle for this episode, which is very possible too, because of the fact that there are dozens upon dozens of apostles that work under the god's hand. So that's definitely a reality. Now, luckily, various other scenes happen. Farnese even gets possessed by a creature that tells her, "Oh, you enjoyed being, you enjoyed beating Guts, and you're beating yourself. You're nasty in that sense." And she actually gets possessed and almost tries to sexually assault Guts. But luckily, the day arrives, and of course, all the demons and spirits cannot really function in the day very well, so they are forced to be ejected from anything that they're possessing and all that. So they actually get ejected from Farnese, and she is left just going, "Oh my god!" She's screaming. Serpico comes in from before, actually goes, "Hey, listen, I'll take her back home. You okay with that?" And he's like, "Yeah, fine, whatever." They actually have a really cool scene. I didn't show the scene, but because I couldn't capture good, it happened so fast. But they have a good scene where they actually draw swords on each other for 2 seconds, and they both draw blood on each other, which is pretty cool because it shows that even though Serpico is fast, Guts is also fast despite having a giant sword. Now, what probably is the most important part of this episode is that we go back to the actual Doldari section of the story. So we actually see the girl that, you know, the princess that Griffith actually had sex with in the one scene. We actually see that. We also see what looks like the return of Griffith's army. Maybe, you know, Griffith's army, I think in the manga was represented in many ways. So this is gonna be definitely be interesting to see. But either that or they're getting attacked by someone. I'm thinking this is Griffith's army, so this could be the new band of the Hawk. But anyways, guys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this review. I have to get going because I actually like on the way out of this place right now. So I will talk to you later. Sorry for the kind of quick review, but I figured I have to get this out there. I want to talk to this. You know, it's not. Berserk still to me is not the best best anime I've ever seen in my life. You know, at least this version of it. But I do not have the hatred that other people have for it. I think it's okay. Animation sometimes, yeah, it has its lows, it has its highs. You know, like I said, the rape horse was really, really one of those examples of really bad animation. I think they did that on purpose because it looked, you know, effing ridiculous in the manga. But you know, it's like maybe it could have did a little bit differently. I'm just saying. Anyways, guys and girls, I will talk to you later. Have a great day. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. You know the whole nine. Bye bye, everyone.